Dragonborn. Welcome. I see you have finally found your way into my realm. It is certainly not an easy task for a mortal, as my tomes have laid in wait for someone to pick them up in decades. Do you see the man beside you on the chair? He is the last one to have arrived, but his unrestricted beard and sunken eyes might tell you that he did so very long ago. He haven't opened his eyes for a while now. I don't really keep track of time, but he must be very, very exhausted by now. I've been curious about you mortals for a long time. I'd also like to ask you what the current year is, but it doesn't really matter, now does it? Time, as you know, flows in all directions here in a way that a mere mortal as yourself possibly could not understand. No, what are you doing? Don't look at him. My eyes are over here. Well, somewhat. You see, I had some intuition that he had indeed expired, but as an immortal, time becomes irrelevant. As you see, no one from Tamriel have walked these grounds for many years. It has been forgotten, and it will remain forgotten through time, as I have anticipated that someone worthy will enter and seek me. Knowing that you made it pleases me. Yet, I cannot allow you to stay for long, as I have great need of somebody like you, a loyal follower who can do my bidding and make my presence known to the realms. Although I have a great need of you, I can see your feet are tired and your throat is dry, as is well, for you need only to listen to my words of wisdom. No library is complete without plenty of recliners, so if you don't mind, please take a seat upon these thrones. Although, whatever you do, do not drink from the rivers, as they flow the currents of wisdom and will make the strongest of minds weak and burdened with the answers I hold. They are a part of me, as much as my physical appearance in front of you. So even though you might seek the answers, there are some that you might not want to know. You, like the predecessors of your kind, are of course welcome to roam the endless halls, the libraries, the shelves, and whatnot. Although you should be careful when doing so, and I should offer you a warning regarding the countless scripts and texts. Well, you see, those who do not possess a strong enough mind will be consumed by the coming tides of time. Yes, Although I am eternal, my realm will still change you from a warm-blooded breathing and awake being to a lifeless husk that obsesses about finding the next page. Those around you have already succumbed to their own demise, and I gave them the opportunity, and yet they blame me for jailing them after realizing that they were stuck inside these walls of knowledge. That is why you cannot stay, Dragonborn. I will cast you out of Eden if you linger too long. Now, look around. What do you see? All these vast landscapes, filled to the brim with answers. Well, they suffer from a lack of questions. They suffer from a lack of ignorance and hungry minds. As much as I dislike the thought of it, the emptiness stands out like a sore thumb. My entire presence is weakening without the prayers and wishes of humans. I need you to persuade and gather 3 subjects for me, who along with you will make the presence of Hermaeus Mora known to the world once more. First, the chaplain. You have probably met him once before. A particular preacher that spreads the words of his false god. Whatever evidence there is that the man became one. With every word, Heimskr seeped the life force out of my very being. But you see, I know Heimskr very well. I know that he wishes for his god to answer him. The pathetic rattle of bones buried beneath the Imperial Citadel. The bones will forever lay dormant, unbeknownst to Heimskr. I need you to lure him out of Whiterun, giving him false promises, but you have seen a vision of Tiber Septim in the wilderness. Once you are far enough from the city, and there is only barren land around you, he will also find this vision. He will see the remnants of Tiber Septim just as they are, and then he will find peace in my warm embrace. I will give him the answers he seeks, and after that moment, the sight will make his delirious preachings of a true God known to the world, and the words he shouts will shatter the hearts of men. You can find him at the center of the Cloud District in the upper plateau of Whiterun, but I'll gather that you will hear him spouting nonsense outside the city walls. Second, the Protector. This man is about as insane as Heimskr, and equally harmful. although in a more physical sense. The daggers he keep scream for a shed of blood, and his devotion towards the heathen fate of a Night Mother could be more effective to my bidding. Ah, yes, you know him too, don't you? Cicero, the mad jester that, without regrets, could murder anyone in cold blood, but dare threaten his overlord. It's only because you gave him mercy that he's still alive, which I applaud you for doing. Now you will show him mercy again. You will seek him out in the sanctuary of Dawnstar and crush him as you did before. When he lays against the cold floor, bleeding from his wounds, you will set fire to the Night Mother's corpse in front of him. I will make sure that none of the other members of your little group of misfits will be inside, and he will cry out in anguish and plead you to stop. But when the only thing that's left is the ashes of a very much dead god, he will find me, and I will be grasping his very soul, shaking out whatever devotion there is left, and injecting the will of my bidding. He will come to terms with me, and when he is ours, we can take care of anyone who dare threaten us. I will make sure that he gives mercy to those that would be helpful in our cause. Sometimes even I can admit that the threat of a sharp knife is stronger than the words of wisdom. Third, and lastly, the Keeper of Secrets. The most difficult subject, but also the most interesting one. If we manage to turn him to our cause, we would offer new followers the answers that they seek, whether it be by the gentle words he speaks, or reading the delicate tomes that he must write anew. I understand why the Blades treasure him so much. Isburn knows your history better than anybody else, but there's just one flaw. The history he knows is wrong. The entire construction of your world was done by the Daedric gods. You are in turn Daedra, and the Nine Divines is just wishful thinking on your part. You were made from a dark matter of a hostile and corrupt universe, as we made you in our image. The history of mankind has been struck by war, famine, anger, and grief. In the feeble attempt to better your own ends, you think that the kind gods that you so cherish would accept this insanity is a question that I don't have the answer to. But I accept you. I accept you for the flawed beings that you are. to know of this truth too. Do you remember the man I showed you in the beginning of this very conversation? He has been with me for a while, and I made use of him while I was waiting for your arrival. I've told him to rewrite Espern's tome. You see, everything that is written in your world is stored here. So I made sure to copy every intrinsic property of this old tome that Espern continues to write into this very day. This is Espern's life's work, and I will make sure that he understands what it is that is written. I want you to go to Skyhaven Temple and plant this book in Espern's quarter when he's not looking. Whenever he comes back to read what he has written, he will think that the words are his own. He will question himself and eventually his own sanity. I will whisper his own words gently into his ears, like so, and the truth will come to him. He will seek you out, Dragonborn, and so you must tell him the truth. He will trust you, and you will bring him here to my realm, and here he shall find the answers he's looking for. Now, Dragonborn, you have waited long enough. The truth has been unfolded to you, and together we can unfold it to everyone who seeks it. Venture out into the realms of men. Bring me my loyal followers, and let's shine light to all the lost souls